one of the things that most people have to spend quite a bit of money for when they start a house on new land that's never had a house before is putting in a driveway. We were lucky enough to get 2 paved driveways with our property, and so this driveway is now part of the property line, and it ends right there, as you can see. And then going up here, this right past that big brush pile is where the house is going to start. I wanted to give everyone kind of an update of what's been happening. If you're watching this in the future, the last month and a half, 2 months has been in our country and the world monopolized by the coronavirus. What that did to us was stop us from working on the weekends. So my Saturday job, which would be running food tours, and my Sunday job, which was spending 8 hours at the church doing stuff, all of a sudden didn't exist anymore. And so for the first time since about 4 years ago, 2016, we have our weekends back. Kind of rare and unique for us. So we kind of wanted to give you what we've been doing during that time. Right here, almost to the edge of, we can kind of see where it starts, about right in here. All of this was trees. This was all grown up with trees. I don't think I have a good enough video expertise to show you a before picture, but we started with, I'll see if I can zoom in on it. Our first thing we did was take out that tree. It was pretty dead on the top. It turned out to be very alive at the bottom, so it ended up being a little bit harder than we thought it was going to be. But besides that, you can kind of see it in the background, there was a lot of trees that were dead in here. And then there was this monster. Kind of can't tell in this thing, but we don't even know what this is. It's a very dense wood. It's smaller leaves. I'm pretty good with trees, and I don't know what that was. It had up to like 18 or 20 different stems coming out of it. So it pretty much filled up this whole space all the way to this tulip poplar and all the way over to there. And just today, we finally ripped it out. Part of the work that's been so hard, and you can see it in there, is that all of this land that was grown up with multifloral roses, the wild roses, grapevines, and poison ivy. So this was thick stuff. And so it's taken us a lot of Saturday work to literally just dig back to find the ground. One thing that we'll share real quick, we have thought a lot about keeping this tree. It's a tulip poplar tree, which I have a lot of love for, coming from my grandparents. It's a decent sized tree, but it had a grapevine growing very, very deeply into its root system, or into its bark system. I'm not sure that, in fact, it's still in there. I'm not sure if this tree is going to survive. How deep that one is. Look at that. But we're going to hopefully save it. We've had a bunch of people ask us where the house is going to be. So if I can do this without making a whole lot of making anyone sick by walking around with my phone, I'll show everybody where it's going to be. So this piece of clay right here, that little spot of clay, that was the back side of our shed, which we've had to move. And when we split the property, we had to move that to the other piece. But if you can kind of get a vision, the back or the front of the church house is going to be right behind that spot of clay, and it's going to go back 24 feet is 26. We're working on that. It's not going to be very far. In fact, probably only to about right there. So that's where the house is going to sit. Going to kind of be in the trees, so to speak. All of this is going to be cleared out for lawn. All of this is going to be cleared out for lawn. We are keeping that super funky tree. We get asked by every single neighbor that wants to come over and be nosy, hey, what are you doing with that tree? We are hoping to keep it. There's a lot of big cherries through here that we're probably going to keep, because the house is going to be right here where the cleared out land is, and that'd be a really cool tree. Little concerned about where it's landing and what would happen if it fell, but it's a strong tree, super healthy. So but yeah, so that's what we've been doing. Hope to have some more videos for you, but clearing land by hand with nothing but a chainsaw is hard work. So we're at it, and hopefully get this thing cleared out in the next couple weeks, and maybe get a dozer in here and clear some land, but we'll let you know. Thanks for watching.